The $800 million loss shattered a once revered media empire, leaving its legacy in tatters. How did this happen? Confidential recordings exposed the darkest corners of a secret meeting at the opulent Ritz Hotel, where top executives believed they were safeguarding the future of their business. Instead, they ignited a scandal that would unravel an industry. What they lost was more than just money. It was a foundation built on trust, journalistic integrity, and the livelihoods of countless journalists, now dangling perilously in uncertainty. The warning signs had been visible: a growing public skepticism toward media, simmering discontent among employees, and whispers of whistleblowers just days before the storm erupted. At the crux of it all lay a central decision: opting for secrecy over transparency. Trust had long been the currency in this elite ecosystem, as relationships between executives and their sources created a shield against accountability. Initially, the decision seemed sound. Negotiations appeared promising, and partnerships were on the horizon. Yet beneath this facade of stability, cracks were forming. Employees voiced their discontent. Public sentiment began to shift, growing wary of the institution. As leaks emerged, detailing the confidential talks, consequences multiplied. Trust shattered within hours, triggering a ripple effect that caused enraged readers and advertisers to pull away. The $800 million loss in market capitalization sent shockwaves through the sector, and once loyal customers felt betrayed. The momentum of hope for a comeback turned ominous as investor confidence plummeted, stock prices gasping for air. The fallout was swift and brutal. Hundreds of journalists faced layoffs as the empire crumbled under its own secrecy. The once glorious institution now bore the image of instability and risk, its leaders paralyzed by the consequences of their choices. The cries for transparency echoed louder as the media landscape transformed overnight. Regulators launched inquiries into the industry's unethical practices, demanding accountability from the very institutions meant to uphold standards. The aftermath was marked by deep human impacts, families forced into financial uncertainty as careers vanished seemingly overnight. The very trust that had allowed this empire to thrive dissolved like sugar in water. As the dust settled, an unprecedented overhaul of senior management hinted at systemic breakdown. In the long term, the lesson became clear. Secrecy is not a shield, it's a vulnerability. The calls for reform needed to resonate through the corridors of power. Media institutions were challenged to rebuild from the ashes of their mistakes, striving for renewed transparency. The world watched as the balance shifted, reminding all stakeholders that trust is the foundation upon which everything else is built. Whether in journalism or any other field, without accountability and openness, the risk of collapse looms always.